Listening to a Robin Banks Productions, baby.
Yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, hey, that's your ass, boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, hey, that's your ass, boy, you done. Move the sticks, first down, you better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it, fourth down, couldn't reach it, man, your squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the music, flip a coin, you still lost. Pay the cost to beat the boss, turn your motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground.
Yeah.
You better run,
Yeah.
and that's your ass.
Okay.
When you done,
Yeah.
it's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. When you done.
Ow. You know what it is. Underground Sports Show, baby. Once again, we're in the house. It's the underground. You know what I mean? Calling to the show, we live tonight. It's the Underground Sports Show. Let's go. Ow, NFL Week 10 review. And you know I got my boy in the house, Obi-Wan. What's up, baby?
What's good, my brother?
Hey, you know what it is? It's the underground. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Talking that
Man,
NFL. Go ahead, what you say? What's that? What'd you say?
nah, I said the man that runs the show, Mr. Filthy Rich. What's
Oh,
good?
no doubt, baby. No doubt. Hey, it's all good up here in the Burgh, baby. You seen the game. It's all good up here. I seen the Panthers game. It's all good down there. You know what I mean? Something blowing in them Appalachian Mountains right now. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Yes, sir.
You know? So, hey, man, I got a couple little new tricks tonight for the show. Couple new features. You know what I mean? Shoot, we about to get into it, man. We about to get into it. Hold up. Great week of football, though, man. I know you agree with that.
I totally do.
Man, great week of football. We've seen a lot of things, man. We've seen a whole lot for real this week. It's really getting chilly. It's getting chilly outside, baby. It's football weather.
60 degrees outside down here.
You know if it's cold in Carolina, definitely getting chilly up here. All right, man. Let's get into it, man. We said the game of the week was Steelers versus Commanders. And it turned out to be the game of the week.
Yes, it did.
Yes, it is. Speaking of games, and speaking of teams like the Steelers and the Commanders, we're going to take a look at these standings like we always do. Run through these real quick.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. All right, look here, man.
Talk to him.
We got the Bills once again in the AFC sitting in first place, looking real sweet.
Yep.
Because the Dolphins is 3-6, the Jets is 3-7, and the Patriots is 3-7. It's definitely over in that division. The Bills on cruise control, but Bills is getting set up this week coming up, and we'll get to that. AFC West, you got the Chiefs sitting at 9-0, the Chargers at 6-3, Broncos 5-5, the Raiders sitting at 2-7. AFC North, baby, Steelers 7-2, Ravens 7-3, the Bengals still hanging in there at 4-6, the Browns 2-7. AFC South, The Texans sitting at 6-4. Colts 4-6. The Titans 2-7, and the Jaguars 2-8. All right, off to the NFC, man. Climbing to the top, the NFC East. The Eagles sitting at 7-2 now. Commanders after the L sitting at 7-3. Cowboys another L, 3-6. The Giants sitting at 2-8, and they took an L in the division. All right, NFC West. You got the Cardinals stepping up now in first place at 6-4. 49ers is 5-4. The Rams is 4-5. Seahawks is 4-5. Division's tight right there, man. NFC North. Been saying it's the best division in football, but I gotta admit, they slipping right now, man. The Lions ain't the ones slipping though. Still sitting at 8-1. The Vikings 7-2. Packers sitting at 6-3, and the Bears took an L. They sitting at 4-5, man. NFC South, the Falcons still sitting on top, even after the loss at 6-4. The Buccaneers 4-6. Saints 3-7, and damn, the Carolina Panthers still sitting in last place, man, in that division. Even though they beat the Saints, why they got them sitting in last place? I don't understand that. I do not understand that. There got to be a typo or something like that. Ain't no way. They just beat them head to head.
Now look at the points for and the points allowed.
But that's stupid though. You supposed to go for head to head first.
That's the same in fantasy though.
Did they play the Saints already?
Yeah, they just played the Saints and beat the Saints.
No, did they? Is this the first game against the Saints though, right? That was the first time they beat them, or they played them already?
That's the first game against the Saints.
Yeah, so they should be ahead of them.
I think the Saints, I think it's about, did the Saints beat the Falcons?
Let's take a look back at that.
Because Carolina, but, no, that was the second game. No, I'm sorry. The reason is that it's in the bottom, that was the second game they played the Saints. The first game they played the Saints was the first game of the season.
See, that's why they lost.
Yep.
Okay, so it's a tie. That's why.
Yep. Another reason why they sit in the bottom is because the Saints
I was just about to look at that.
beat the Saints.
Hold on, let me take a look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Saints. No, the Panthers. Hold on, this is the other day. Oh, no. Hold on.
And Carolina hasn't played Tampa Bay.
Yeah, that was November 3rd. Okay, yeah, so, yeah. Well, yeah, no, they only played them once, right?
Yeah, the Saints only played the Falcons once, right? And the Saints beat them.
No, the Panthers.
Oh, yeah, they don't play the Panthers. Not to play the Panthers twice. Should have been the first game of the season they played it.
That's what I'm trying to look back and see. Yeah, 47-10.
Right, that part.
That's why. Okay. We got that straight then.
Mm-hmm.
We got that straight.
Yep.
All right, but yeah, hey, look. Carolina's on a 2-game winning streak at this point, though.
Right.
Carolina's on a 2-game winning streak, and Bryce Young look like he got his job back. Is that what it is down there?
Nope, not yet.
Oh.
Not yet. We're still excited for him. Still excited for him. He's going to continue to start. He's going to continue to keep starting.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Is that your opinion, or is that what they saying? They ain't giving it back to Andy Dalton, are they?
They're not giving it back to Bryce Young, but Bryce Young is continuing to try to stop picking. But
Damn.
I'll tell you what, Bryce is going to continue to start until he has one bad game and then off with his head. See, what the matter is this is what I'm looking at with Carolina and what they really honestly plan to do with him. They honestly hope he has a good season because they're going to probably get rid of him or trade him.
Where you gonna go?
And the huh?
Nah, they stuck with Bryce Young, bro. He ain't going nowhere.
No, they're not. Because next year he'll be on his third contract now. I wouldn't see them extending it, not unless he does good enough. We win and make it all the way to the playoffs. But, I'm telling you, them coaches right there ain't stupid. Hell, they didn't dare go. This last game right here, I had no idea that they decided to start other people in key positions. That offensive line looked the best it has ever looked the whole entire season.
So is Bryce Young.
Bryce Young got better since the beginning. Now there was more. Carolina got. I don't know what happened, but I guess Carolina got a little bit more. They got a little bit more pass better than like a pass blocking better than they did the last couple of weeks.
Okay, so you talk about on this 2-game winning streak, they've been pass blocking better.
They've been pass blocking better. And I had no idea they took out the left tackle, Ike Ekwonu.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they benched him and started somebody else. They reverted somebody else and put like a guard that was a backup. They put him over there to the tackle that he used to be a tackle anyway, but they put him at guard anyway. So it worked out.
And I wouldn't take Bryce Young out of there. I'll leave him in there. Y'all got teams y'all can beat coming up, I think. Maybe not the Chiefs.
Getting ready to say that might be a trap game right there.
I mean, it could be. It could be. Look, I mean,
that defense was kind of hungry, man.
the defense really was hungry. The defense really was hungry. Then you got the Buccaneers and then you got the Eagles.
Right.
Right. That's rough.
That's rough.
That's pretty rough. Then the Cowboys, the Cardinals. Yeah, it don't get no easier. Buccaneers, Falcons. All teams right now that's better than them. They got better quarterbacks. And it's going, yeah. I don't think they can step that much up on defense. They might be able to, though. You know who's balling, though? I already know you know who it is. But if they can if Chuba Hubbard can run on these good teams like that, they got a chance. He had, 153 yards?
Yeah.
We going
really good.
Yeah.
He scored a touchdown every last one of his games.
If Chuba Hubbard can keep it up, you got a chance. If he can keep it up against these good defenses like the Chiefs and the Eagles, because you got to score against them too. You ain't gonna stop them all day. I don't care how well your defense play. You play the Chiefs, you play the Eagles. You gonna have to score. Even the Buccaneers, you gonna have to start scoring the ball. And Chuba Hubbard's the key. And I think it's looking like what I'm seeing is them taking Deontay Johnson out of the room made everybody else a little better.
It really did.
But at the same time, Bryce Young was inserted back into the lineup. So it's hard to tell if it's Bryce Young playing better. I mean, it could be both. It's probably both, for real. It's probably both.
Yeah.
It's probably both. Even though Deontay Johnson was playing well, it's just something about getting him out of the way. The way those young receivers feel like, okay, I'm the man now, and let my talent take over instead of being the secondary guy. Every time I turn around, the ball ain't coming to me. You know what I mean? And it gets discouraging like that. When you know you're the guy, all of a sudden, your blood get the boiling a little more. You know what I'm saying? So I think it might be a combination. I see a bright future for Carolina. It's just their schedule is rough to where it might not show. Because Bryce Young was looking all right to me, and he didn't turn over the ball.
No, he didn't. He only had one sack.
Yeah, he was.
Go ahead. He looked like Alabama there for a minute.
Yeah, bro, you ain't take the words out of my mouth, but I was watching a highlight of the game, and it was just on random TV, and I'm walking by, and I seen him playing, and I'm like, dang. Kind of looked like that Alabama Bryce Young right there. A couple of them passes, the way he moved around in the pocket. Because he never was a big scrambler, but he's fast enough to get out the way. You know what I mean?
Playing fast, that part.
Mm-hmm. Fast enough to get out the way, man. Speaking of fast enough to get out the way, we will switch gears with that because that reminds me of a quarterback that plays for the Steelers, man. Like we said, game of the week. Russell Wilson got to shine on against the Commanders. It was a great game, but Russell Wilson outshined the rookie, man. The rookie was looking like a rookie in a lot of areas I seen, man. He had a good passing day, but he looked like he was a little nervous to run and didn't know where to go against the Steelers, man. The Steelers was in spots where he didn't think they was going to be on defense, at least for his running lanes, because that's where I thought he was going to be able to kill us. But it wound up being Terry McLaurin getting wide open. That's Joey Porter Jr. getting all types of flags against him, keeping him in the game. It wound up being the passing game, keeping him in the game. I thought it was going to be the run game, but the Steelers played that well. They let Austin Eckler do a little bit too much, but other than Jaden Daniels' feet, nah. What you think?
Alright, I said before you went, after you said the matchup, don't fuck with the Russ.
Don't fuck with the what?
I'm telling you, the Russ.
Okay.
R-U-S.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with the
Okay.
He came out and shine like he did when they went to the Super Bowl. That right there is then you got, for some reason, Pittsburgh always get talented receivers.
True.
Always.
I know the reason.
Talented.
I know the reason.
Oh yeah.
If you want me to tell you, I'll tell you, but I know the reason. Mike Tomlin is a wide receiver.
That part.
His son is a D1 college wide receiver. That's the position you play is the best position you're going to be able to pick a guy or scout or even coach up. Because that's the position you're going to know the most about. And everybody knows Mike Tomlin is a defensive coach because he's a football player. He's a football coach. He could have played defense if he wanted to. He just picked the position. But Mike Tomlin was a real nice receiver at William and Mary. And it shows in his whole coaching career, like you said, they always wind up with a nice receiver. And then they go other places and they don't be as good either.
You're absolutely right. You're
So,
absolutely right. Like, hey, Deontay Johnson, he ain't last, 6 weeks?
Yeah. And then it be their personalities too. And you got to give a lot of credit to his coaching because a lot of them go haywire after they leave. They go cause a ruckus. For Carolina to send Deontay Johnson out of there that quick, something happened. Something happened.
Yeah.
That draft pick, what did they get? Do you know what they got for him? I can't recall. But whatever it is, I know it wasn't a whole bunch.
No. They did. I just saw it too on Facebook. Somebody showed me.
Yeah.
But I think they got like a fifth round draft pick out of him.
That's what I'm saying. That's nothing really. I mean, that's really all he's worth. But what I'm saying is still, they didn't even reach for him or nothing like that. But for Carolina just to give it away for a fifth round pick, a guy that they just picked up, I just feel like they seen something that they didn't like. Unless they felt like they was tanking, but the tanking personality didn't come out in these last two victories. You know what I mean? So if they was tanking, they would have still maybe left Andy Dalton in there, or I don't know. I don't see Carolina tanking. So what did they see about Deontay Johnson that they sent him out of there? And there was a report already that he was complaining in Baltimore already about not getting the ball. I'm like, bro, you just got there.
It probably was his attitude, because he was one that was sitting there talking all that. He was the one that was doing a lot of shit talking to Bryce Young. You know what I'm saying? He was the one doing a lot of complaining on the local media shows down here, saying that, he mad because he don't get the ball. That's the reason why Bryce Young got benched.
Yeah.
And they bring Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
And then they started going to him. And then he was doing okay, but it wasn't like he was really, really getting open. It was actually making more,
He did.
what's his name? Suspect.
Yeah. Yeah, so they got him out of there because they wanted Bryce Young back in the game. They put Bryce back in there without Deontay Johnson, and all of a sudden it's working. Even though Deontay Johnson was working with Andy Dalton, you see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So back to the Steelers, man. Back to Russ. You were saying,
Russ, he showed out so well, right? Like I said, and then they had this new commercial with him in it right after the damn game.
okay,
Selling his own cologne or some shit like that, or he's sponsoring, or he's a spokesmodel or model for that cologne. But anyway, I looked at him, I was like, this nigga right here, excuse my lovely language, but he is getting ready to come back and show out for the Bird. And it's gonna that right there game right there, literally. Very good game. It was back and forth.
Back and forth.
He's not watching out of it because hell, they was getting there and it came all the way down. They could have got. Bruh, Zach Ertz had that first down.
No, did not.
He was I'm not saying no.
It was tight, but
he had it, but I guess he stepped back, and when he stepped back and took a knee.
Yeah, his knee went down. That was the problem. Because he had, like you said, he could have got it, but yeah, his knee was on the ground.
Yeah, boy. All he had to do was just take it, turn, and fall forward. And that was first down. They probably would have continued to keep driving more. I mean, dude, the rookie of the year is shining out.
For sure.
But then Pittsburgh, okay, so they get the ball back on downs. He goes away. He went into overtime, didn't it?
No, it went down to the wire, but yeah, it went down to that snap at the end of the game when dude jumped off sides.
Boy,
Dumb as shit. And I seen in the wow, man. Woo.
Yes, he did.
Man.
He jumped off and looked at himself like, next very play.
Yeah.
What happened? Boom.
Yeah, I think Jaden Daniels played a good game, man, but
He did.
he didn't. He wasn't able to utilize his legs, so you got to give the Steelers credit for that. And he missed a couple wide open dudes, two wide open dudes that if they would have caught that ball, they was going for a touchdown. You know what I mean? So he kind of screwed up in his little moments, almost like they they're really comparing him to Lamar Jackson, but Lamar Jackson kind of does the same thing against the Steelers. He's having a good game, but that one moment, that one third down he got to get, you know what I mean? He's going to take that sack, or he's going to throw that pick, or he's going to throw an inaccurate ball. Almost like, he's seeing ghosts against the Steelers, man. And it looked like Jaden Daniels he was pressing a little bit. He was definitely pressing a little bit. Even though he had a good game, he's very talented. He was pressing a little bit. And Russell Wilson was looking like straight Joe Cool.
I'd say one thing. The defenses did not really show up like that.
Nah.
Pittsburgh had some sacks. And Washington had some sacks.
Yeah. Washington had more. I'm pretty sure Washington had more sacks.
And they had 2 picks, right? Didn't Russ turn it over?
Oh yeah, they had an interception. Russ threw a pick.
Yeah.
So
Daniel threw 2 picks, if I'm not mistaken.
So Jaden Daniels threw no picks.
Oh, he didn't? Oh,
nah.
Well, yeah.
Nah,
This week defense didn't show up like
where's
that.
the sacks? Oh no, they both had 3 sacks. They both had 3 sacks, but we had a turnover. And I mean, look here. The Commanders was up, bruh. The Commanders was up by 10 points. I think it was 24-14. And they thought they had it in the bag. They scored right before the half. They pulled the old John Madden trick on them. Scored right before the half. They was getting the kick. And then they scored right after the half. And that's what put them up 24-14. Should have been game over right there.
Definitely should have been game over.
It should have been game over. But Russ brought them boys back. And Russell Wilson got everybody talking about the Steelers being a Super Bowl contender at this point. They feel like they can rumble with anybody.
Let's just continue to go day by day, week by week.
Oh, for sure. You got to go week by week. You got to go be week by week. But we'll talk about next week, next time, for sure. Because week by week, this week coming up, it's on.
Yeah.
But Russ was the man. Russ getting his attention that he deserves. The man had 2 game-winning drives in that game. The man went down the field once, and Jalen Warren fumbled on the goal line. The defense gets the ball back, and he drives down again to go up 28-17. to 27, and that was the final score, man. Russ was the hero. Mike Williams, our new guy, was the hero. You know what I'm saying? He'll be a legend forever in Pittsburgh, because that's how we get down off of one game, bruh. I'm going to let him know right now. I don't know if nobody else told you this, bruh, but they're always going to remember you from one freaking catch. You ain't got to never catch another ball, dog, because in the Berg, we gets down, baby. We gets down. All right. Switch it up, man. Switch it up to a team you like a lot. We talked about this game. Broncos, Chiefs, in KC. KC almost gave it up, dog. KC got saved by that chin on a hairy chin. Special teams had to come out and save them boys with a blocked field goal at the end of the game, man. It was back and forth. It was pretty much back and forth. Broncos was up 14 real early, 14 I think to 3. It was looking bad for the Chiefs, but they did what they always do. Did you see that anything with that game or whatever? Because that was a wild game, bruh.
Very well.
I mean, it wasn't too exciting, but it was the Chiefs and the Broncos, man. That's a big rival, man. And I was sniffing an upset in this game. I don't remember if you remember me talking about it. Definitely didn't pick them. I definitely didn't pick them. But I was sniffing around saying, man, look here, man. I like the Broncos defense. And I felt like this was going to be a defensive game. It wound up being a defensive game. Final score was 14-16. Kansas City, and like I said, they blocked the field goal at the end of the game to win it for the Chiefs to go 9-0. What you got to say?
I'm like this right here. This is like the 4th week in a row that the Chiefs have been down.
Right.
And because of some lucky drive.
True.
Or the refs help them. Or some lucky turnover. And then the refs help them. Yo, these cats are going undefeated. I'm looking at it like, and this is the reason why I say that. Carolina had one hell of a season when Cam Newton went undefeated with them, right? But one of those particular games was pretty much like that Sunday's game with the Chiefs and the Broncos. It was a 4th down and like 12 playing against the Saints, and Cam Newton threw a daggone strike to Greg Olsen. And Greg Olsen's hands went down and scooped it from the ground. Literally, it almost hit the ground. His hands was on the ground, so it hit his hands. Turned it up and went for the first down. Carolina wanted to win the game. So now going back to the Chiefs, that is exactly how the way it really wasn't like that. But I'm just saying, the matchups of it like that, Chiefs is already red hot.
You talk about tight games at the end and winning tight games at the end of the game.
With tight games at the end.
Yeah.
I really like Bo Nix. I'm loving this rookie class, kid.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta give a shout out to that. You gotta give a shot. They might go down in history the way they setting it off.
Mm-hmm.
Just because there's so many of them. Right.
And they doing that thing for their teams, and they going on. But that was a really good game. We both called it right. I didn't expect it to go down like that. I really did.
Yeah, I mean, we was a block away from being off though. But we both knew it was gonna be a game though.
You know who somebody else is being quite scary that's having to remerge it?
Who's that?
And that's Courtland Sutton.
Yeah, he's healthy.
He's been going out the last couple of games.
Mm-hmm.
I know. That's fantasy. I'm shocking the hell out of me.
Yeah. Courtland Sutton had 6 for 70 yards with a TD.
Mm-hmm.
And Bo Nix had a nice game too, man, for being 22 for 30 with 215 yards and for 2 touchdowns. And we always talk about how we both like this Kansas City defense a lot.
Right.
A lot. We ranking them up there with the Steelers. You know, Steelers, Kansas City, and the Lions. That's definitely the best,
Right.
3 defenses in the league by eye test. I like the Vikings defense too. But, I mean, back to the Chiefs and Broncos, the Bo Nix played well, man. And, you know, I don't think the Chiefs, a win is a win in the NFL, but I don't think the Chiefs feel good about this win. Even though this is how they've been winning, still. At home, rookie quarterback. You know, I think they wanted to put up some points against the team and really couldn't. They was trying and really couldn't. You know, so I think, I don't know, man. I don't know if your undefeated thing is going to hold up, man, because it ain't looking good. I think any team in the AFC can beat the Chiefs. It's going to be an upset, but it only take one upset in the playoffs. It only take one. You know what I mean? Speaking of good teams, though, man. Speaking of teams scoring points, switch gears here, man. The Eagles. The Eagles versus the Cowboys this weekend, man. I seen what I wanted to see in this game right here. Because I was looking for the Eagles to prove themselves. And this is, when you prove yourself, this is what you go out there and do. Even though we all know the Cowboys ain't a good team, this is still a rival game. And the Cowboys still had, it wasn't that full blast, it wasn't Dak Prescott, but Cooper Rush ain't probably one of the best backups in the league. And the Eagles just went out there and demolished them boys. It was tight a little early, but by the end of the game, man, they drained them, man. Ain't nobody messing right now with AJ Brown or your boy Smith. What's his first name? The other wide receiver. Devontae Smith. You can't cover them both. Because they both really need a double team.
Yeah, they do.
And you can't double team 2 people.
You can't leave the tight end open because
Hey,
you want the 2.
Can't leave the tight end open, and then somebody got to watch the running back.
Ooh.
No matter if it's Gainwell, Saquon Barkley, it's a wrap. So the Eagles, man, really, if you look back at it, they was clowning the Eagles at the beginning of the season. Did they start out 0-2? Or was it like 1-2 or something like that? Let me take a look.
1-2.
It was 1-2?
I think it was 1. Yeah, I think it's something like that. 1-2.
Yeah, they was clowning them bad. But I kept saying it. It was injuries.
Yeah.
It was A.J. Brown from the door. And it was Devontae Smith got hurt.
Yeah.
And they shut down the run, and they really didn't have nobody to throw the ball to. But once they came back, it's been over since. And all of a sudden, when they start scoring, the defense can play a little loose. You know what I mean? Knowing that the offense is going to score, and the defense is finally stepping up. I still don't know how good that defense is, though. We'll see.
Right.
But that Eagles offense has been proven for a while, you ask me. And it's back to where Super Bowl form. The Super Bowl form they was in when they played the Chiefs. And we ain't seen this in a while from the Eagles. The Eagles really wasn't expected to be all that this year. Because of the way they ended last year. They was a 5-game losing streak or something like that. It was bad.
Right.
Snuck into the playoffs, then lost the game quick in the playoffs. It was bad. And they started the season out there like that again, but they got their feet back on the ground. You know what I mean? They got their feet back on the ground, man. Hey, what'd you think about the game? I already know you was into this one.
Bruh, and I'm going to say first off right now, the Dallas Cowboys is trash.
Yeah?
I mean, you can just you go ahead and scrap it up. If Dak Prescott ain't throwing the damn Daniel Lamb, it's too late for him to get traded. He probably don't want to play no damn more right now.
Right.
So, you spoke highly about Cooper Rush last week. I was like, no. No. That was a straight shit show of what they did. Miscues of fumbling. They had, what, four fumbles? Four fumbles from the quarterback.
It was ugly.
From the quarterback. Not no awareness, not paying attention. Who's the backup? Didn't they just traded? He was a former first round pick.
Who's backup?
For the Cowboys.
Cooper Rush.
Not Cooper Rush. This is the other one.
I don't know.
Anywho, they always get garbage. They're bringing all three of their quarterbacks that they have on roster this Sunday.
Right.
It was easy. I said it. I saw it. It would have been a game had Dak Prescott been there. Trust me.
Yeah.
I
30-46.
Yeah.
You said would have been a game?
It would have been a game. Had
Man,
Dak
they still would have beat on them boys. Dak Prescott wasn't doing shit either.
So right now, if you want to sit back and say the Cowboys probably might just be tanking.
Yeah.
And they might make some big trades at the end of the season, and
I can see the Cowboys. I can see the Cowboys tanking. I could definitely see Jerry Jones having that attitude, tank, and get Travis Hunter. Cause do you think he gets Shador Sanders? Because he's paying Dak Prescott a lot of money. I seen Stephen A. Smith say he can see Jerry Jones tanking to get Shador Sanders, and that'll make Deion Sanders come be his coach.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Right. You hear a lot of people saying that. But what I'm saying is, what do you do with Dak Prescott?
You trade him to the highest bidder.
What if there ain't no bidder? What if there ain't no bidder? Because they know you stuck.
To a team that need a quarterback.
Who?
Right?
Who?
Anybody.
No. Ain't no fucking anybody. We do this shit all the fucking time. Who? You know the teams in the league. Who? Where is he going to go? For that much money. Where's he going to go?
I'll tell you this. And I'm going to tell you, just one team that I can think of.
Okay, that's what I'm asking you. Think of one team. I mean, I ain't even thinking about it. You said it. So you tell me one team.
Alright, the Purple People Eaters.
Minnesota? They just drafted a dude last year.
And he's hurt for the whole entire season.
So what?
Why not?
He'll be back next year.
But yes indeed, we understand.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah,
When-
why not?
Any other team?
Prescott, he'll sit behind Dak Prescott and learn and get better. Just like, alright, for instance, Detroit drafted a quarterback.
Just because they was worried about Jared Goff, though. They didn't pick him in the first round.
Hey, Jared Goff, all this money.
They didn't pick him in the first round, though. The thing is, Dak Prescott is going to cost money.
Yeah.
Jared Goff ain't even getting Dak Prescott money.
Oh, no.
What I'm saying is, you talking about bringing a good dude to a team that's making a whole bunch of money that they already drafted a first round draft pick at quarterback and was probably going to start him this year. That don't make no sense. To sit him down again when he's not hurt. You got to play to get better. I'm just saying, I can't think of a legit team that is just worth doing it. Who's that? The Raiders? Maybe the Raiders could do it. That don't sound too bad.
That don't sound too bad at all. They really don't have enough. They don't really have a quarterback. They didn't draft one either.
But they also could say, we're not paying Dak Prescott that much money when we could draft a guy in the first round. And maybe he'll be a gem. Maybe we draft Shador Sanders. Because everybody wants Travis Hunter first. Let us get Shador Sanders, and Deion Sanders, you can come here and coach. I can see Deion Sanders being a Raider. I don't know how much he like. Well, it's Las Vegas. You definitely see Deion Sanders in Las Vegas, right?
Yeah, you right next door in Colorado, ain't you?
It's close enough.
Close enough.
Sure, them airplanes going back and forth all the time. And he live in Texas. That's close to Texas. But that's why they think he'll go to Dallas. But I just can't see the Cowboys getting out of that Dak Prescott contract. How do they get out of that? Unless they just drop it all. I don't know. They'll have to be, they might move on from him, and you know what might happen? Just like Russell Wilson. For real. Just like Russell Wilson. They cut him, and Denver's paying that contract. We're not. The Steelers ain't paying Russell Wilson. So, hey man, you might be right on that, because if Dallas is willing to pay that money, they can get him out of there. But do you do that for Shador Sanders? Shador Sanders that sweet?
I'm gonna put it like this right here. He pretty decent. I ain't gonna front, but he pretty decent.
He pretty decent.
They got a good.
Pretty decent don't sound that great though. Pretty decent don't sound that great.
No, he's pretty off the chain. I ain't gonna front.
Okay.
And then the good guy, he got good receivers. He makes good decisions out there.
Yeah.
He can scramble with the ball. He's got an offensive line that's something he didn't have last year. But right now, you don't really have a dominant running game. But they're number 2 in their conference. Okay. And they up to the top right now for a bowl. I think they just became bowl eligible too.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, yes, they did. Like 6-2 or something like that.
So you would diss Dak Prescott right now for Shador Sanders and Coach Prime.
18.
Huh?
And they ranked number 18, but I don't see like this right here. This like this. I'm gonna answer this straight up. No.
They ain't gonna do that, huh?
No, not at all.
I feel you. What?
See, right now, the Cowboys will end up having like the 8th round draft pick, and I'm like this. Jerry Jones ain't gonna draft no quarterback. Not gonna draft no. But he gonna continue to keep paying Dak Prescott because that's who he want. That's who he like. You know what I'm saying?
He'll take Travis Hunter in a heartbeat, though.
Huh?
You think he'll take Travis Hunter in a heartbeat, though, right? He'll take Travis Hunter.
No, let's see.
He'll take Travis Hunter.
How many years Dak Prescott got left on his contract?
I don't know all the details like that, but he just got paid.
Yeah, I know. So, with that set in mind, they're not going to draft a quarterback for probably like the next 4 years.
That's what I'm saying.
They're going to pick up Archman.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't think so.
Yeah, because you got to think, who's the quarterback ahead of Archman? Might be plotting for that. Because the one that's ahead of him is going to come out this year. You might get him.
Right. Yeah, you can wait on that.
So, my thing is like this right here. There is a team out there that they can get rid of him, and the other team will play for him.
Yeah.
I mean, but I just no. Everybody right now, Dak Prescott's value right now is like garbage. So.
And so that's what I'm saying. And ain't nobody want to do the Cowboys no favor neither.
Nah, not at all. None whatsoever.
But like I said, if the Cowboys pay that boy and still let him go like they did Russell Wilson, there's a chance. There's a chance he could go to a team like the Raiders. But with the Raiders with such a high draft pick like that, man, and they got a chance to get Shador or Travis Hunter, something like that. Or even the Saints might be down there a little bit at the end of the day. The Titans gonna be down there. I can see the Titans drafting another quarterback real quick.
No, yeah, the Saints got Derek Carr. Nah. Definitely not. Oh.
What about the Titans?
Wait.
What about the Titans?
Wait the 1 minute. I know the team that would look out for Jerry Jones.
Okay.
That would honestly pay his salary.
Hmm.
Bruh. The damn Jacksonville Jaguars.
And go what? And get rid of what's it? They just paid what's his boy? What's his name?
Trevor Lawrence, he ain't got that. He ain't a lot of money. He ain't paying a lot of damn money.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
They did?
Yes. They paid that motherfucker a whole bunch of money he don't fucking deserve. And he's hurt.
He stay hurt.
Trevor Lawrence. It paid that motherfucker a whole bunch of money. That was big in the preseason, man. How much they paid Trevor Lawrence. And they was going hard on Trevor Lawrence. And ain't no way he deserved that money, and he's fucking proving it. That's crazy.
Alright, keep game then. What about this team right here?
I'm listening.
There's a few teams out there. This one right here, the Houston Rollers.
What? Tennessee Titans.
The Houston Rollers.
True story. Tennessee Titans. That's what I was asking you. What about Tennessee? What you think about? Because they don't owe Levis no money.
Nah.
They paid Rudolph backup money. So the money is there for the Titans to do it.
And they're building a new stadium.
Dak Prescott would definitely be an upgrade for the Titans.
He definitely would.
And they got, you know who they got at running back? They got his old buddy Tony Pollard already sitting there at running back.
Yeah.
Who they miss like crazy. How the fuck they let Tony Pollard go? And them boys can't run the ball for shit now.
Nah, I swear. Talk to him.
Jerry Jones is getting old, bruh. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you go backwards. They already mad at him for not getting Derrick Henry. You let your best running back go. Don't try to get Derrick Henry. Talk about he don't fit our style. What? And now y'all sad as fuck. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, man. Off that one. Up next, man, I got the Jets and the Cardinals. We called this one too, man. We called a lot of games this week. It was kind of easy, for real. But this one was one of those games that was kind of up in the air we was talking about. You know what I mean? But we both felt like the Cardinals were going to do their thing, and they did all that shit. They wound up winning the game 31-6. Jets went right back to where they was, man. They went on a little one-game winning streak and thought they was shit. And right back to the dumps when they ran up on a good team, man. The Cardinals is hot right now, scoring a lot of points. Marvin Harrison Jr., my boy Kyler Murray. They got tight ends. They got running backs. James Conner, of course, scoring when he want to score. So, how you feel about that one, man? I mean, the Cardinals is kind of lit, ain't they?
They're very lit.
Yeah, man, sitting at 6-4. And like I said, when I went through the standings, man, they number one in the division right now, holding it down. I'm really ready to see them play San Francisco for real. But go ahead, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you get it. All right. So last year they had a lot of key injuries. Right now they're running in stride because they're healthy, and then they got the Marvin Harrison Jr. out there. They got a nice little wide receiver squad. The defense. They showed me out. I didn't expect them to dang on blast on. I didn't expect them to blast on the dang on Jets like that.
Yeah, they shut them boys down, man. 6 points.
Right.
6 points. I mean, I seen the little highlights of this game. I ain't gonna front. I ain't even really see all of it. It was such a blowout. It was like, I ain't even really get a chance to get to it. I seen a big hit on Kyler Murray. He got up from that. I seen a nice touchdown he threw. But yeah, I mean, the dominance on defense is like, damn, is the Jets that bad? I mean, but at the same time, that's what you're supposed to do to a bad team. You ain't let them do shit.
I'm gonna tell you something that happened, right? In both of those two games, and both of it was all quarterback play because Aaron Rodgers had a just horrific horrific game. Didn't he throw like what 4 touchdowns or 4 interceptions or some shit
Let
like
me
that?
check. I don't know about that. Like I said, I ain't know. I could show you right now. 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
That sound kind of crazy, bro. But
I want to say at least 2 or 3. I know he had some interceptions and some fumbles.
none,
And the team
bro.
was turned.
He ain't throw no interceptions.
He didn't.
Nah,
How did they shut him down then?
nah, bro. Anyway, go on.
Wow. Miscues? Yeah, I saw a lot of highlights of that. Wow. Sacked a lot, probably. Offensive line's a little tough with the shit for the Jets, I'll tell you that, though.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers just ain't getting the ball off well. That's what I seen from them. They had 3 sacks. That ain't nothing ridiculous. You know what I mean? It was just they ain't fucking scored, bro. Period. They had 207 yards total.
You need to go ahead on and retire.
That's what it looked like. That's definitely what it looked like. The old man's trying to be Tom Brady. He ain't fucking Tom Brady. I said it from the door. He ain't even got the look in his eyes that Tom Brady had. Tom Brady still looked younger than him.
Yeah.
You ain't got it, bro. You trying to be Tom Brady, but you ain't Tom Brady. It's too late. If you ain't Tom Brady already, it ain't gonna happen, man. He's a good quarterback.
Right, yeah.
I don't give him all the credit that everybody else give him. He did win some games. He's one of the best talents kind of ever seen at QB in his heyday. I mean, but you know, he just don't got the accolades, man. At the end of the day, what he got? 1 Super Bowl.
Yep. Against them.
And that ain't enough to be talking a whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean?
And also,
Nah.
run with it.
Run with it. Alright, look, man, the Saints and the Falcons up next. Falcons disappointed me in this game, but what did I say, bro? You remember what I said about this game?
Mm-hmm.
What? Something small I said about this game, because you know the Saints. Of course, the Saints won.
Yeah.
What was the score? Oh, it was 20-17, I believe. They tried to kick a last-minute field goal or whatever like that, but I don't think they got down there. Go back and make sure I got the right score. I'm pretty sure it was, yeah, 20-17 Saints. I was watching these highlights while we was watching the Steelers game. They kept coming on, and really, they blew up my parlay with this game because we both had the Falcons, of course. And yeah, the Saints, man. But what I did say is that the Saints got a new coach because they fired Brian Allen last week. They had a new coach and they was going to be motivated. Once one person get fired, everybody's looking to get fired. Like, oh shit! Especially when they fired the boss. Everybody tighten up. So I felt like they was going to play a good game against the Falcons. I didn't think they was going to beat them, but hey, they came out with that spirit. And they got out on the Falcons. But the story to me is about more like the Falcons just letting this one go, man. You couldn't really afford that. Even though the division ain't great, the Buccaneers are still playing pretty good, so you don't want to be losing games like this. It's on you, bruh.
Going back to that Bucks and Chiefs game, if the Buccaneers really had a chance to beat them, No, let's play Broncos. That was a week before, right?
Were the Chiefs and the Bucks? Yeah, they had a chance. Yeah, that was last week, Monday night or something like that. I knew what you was talking about. Go ahead. Yeah.
That said something about,
The Buccaneers.
there may be a sleeper game that the Chiefs have played against one of the teams in this division. They
Okay.
haven't played the Falcons yet.
Okay.
They haven't played the shit, and they haven't played the Saints yet.
Okay.
So, with that set of mine, I don't know. Don't know.
You don't know what?
That game right there is the reasons why. That game right there is the reasons why the Saints is in the third spot, and the Panthers is in the 4th spot.
Yeah, because they would have a win over them if they'd have lost.
Right, at the Saints, yeah, they would have won on had they lost.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the Saints right now is just injury prone right now. All they got right now is just they defense got injuries on their defense. Quarterback out. Well, no, Carr just came back. But still, though, I went to the game. He didn't do too much in that last game, so he didn't do too much in this game neither.
Right. All right, well, hey, the Falcons blew that one, man. For real. They should have beat the Saints, but Saints came inspired. Like I said, that head coach had them leveled up, man, and I should have called it, but hey, I didn't. No fronting over here, you know what I'm saying? The Vikings and the Jags I got up next, though, man. The reason I got this game up, bruh, is because the Vikings got it all from the Jaguars, man. They only won the game 12-7. And you got all those weapons on offense. And it just seemed like ever since they lost their first game, man, the Vikings just been going downhill. Now, they got the W, but it's the Jaguars, bruh. And you only scored 12 points. No Trevor Lawrence. You know what I mean? To be a threat. You held them down to 7. So that Minnesota Vikings defense is still there. But what's up with the Vikings offense, man? Vikings offense ain't looking like they clicking no more.
I mean, they got like 2 nice receivers.
For sure.
Addison and what's the other one?
For sure.
Can't think of his name, but anyway.
You talk about the cheater, Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, everybody already know who you talking about.
Right. So with that said in mind, it's the quarterback play. I mean, I saw signs of Sam Darnold like slowly declining.
Yeah, truth. He's
declining like tremendously. He's not even hitting his like targets. I mean, like that. And then they got a dope ass tight end in T.J. Hockenson.
Right.
Come on, no, yeah. So.
And that's
you asked me what was their offense. I might say Sam Darnold.
It is.
I might say Sam Darnold.
And I was going to ask you that question too. Sam Darnold's definitely coming back down to earth. You already answered my question. He's coming back down to earth. He was 24 for 38 for 241 yards, but threw 3 interceptions. Mm-hmm. And that's ugly. You can't turn over the ball, man. And they still won 12-7. So that tells you the defense is on point. Like I mentioned earlier, Vikings in the top 5 in defense for sure. When I use the eye test, they up there with the Broncos, the Vikings. You got the Steelers, you got the Chiefs, and who am I forgetting? Forgetting somebody. Oh, the Lions. Yeah, Lions turned up too.
They might just be the number 1 scoring defense if you can look up that stat, but not right now.
So, yeah, you talk about the Vikings.
Yeah. They might be scoring. They do score a lot of points on defense.
They definitely get turnovers. You might have to throw the Eagles in there too, somewhere in the top 5 maybe. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Eye test. On the eye test, you know what I mean? On the eye test. But yeah, man, that's the story right there. Minnesota Vikings, they got the dub, but it just seemed like going a little bit backwards, man. And that's what I was saying when we was going over the divisions. It was looking like a great division. And then, you know, the Bears look like they're going backwards. And the Vikings, even though they sitting good at 7-2, they got a lot of homework to do, man. They got to get right. Because they still got a good squad. They got to have enough confidence to know that they can ball, because they were balling. They got the weapons. Sam Darnold just got to get right, man. It's clear that it's him. It's clear that it's him. The play calling ain't never been bad at Minnesota since that coach been here. So I know we ain't blaming it on that. It definitely got to be Sam Darnold. You hit that on the button. All right, man. The second game of the day, man, I kind of saved for last. You know what I'm saying? Because that Sunday night game, national game, everybody got to see it. the mighty Lions. You know what I'm saying? Didn't look too mighty in the first half, man. Look, them Bulls, them Texan Bulls came out in them red jerseys, and they was ready to go. They was ready to go, man. The Lions looked like they was in trouble. They ain't look like they self. And they looked like they was about to get beat by the Houston Texans. And then they went into that locker room, and that crazy looking coach they got must have said some shit. And they came out with them capes on their back like they always start the game usually. And Lions came back, man. Wound up winning 23-20? No, 26-23. That was the score. 26-23. But I want to say that the Texans didn't even score in the second half. No. 0 points in the second half. It was 23-7 at the half. I do remember that. It was 23-7 at the half. And the Lions that we just talked about, top 5 defenses, wasn't playing well. You're not always going to play well in the NFL. Okay? I be hating Steelers fans, man. I'd be like, you know, we had one game just like this week when, I wanted to say the Redskins Commanders was moving the ball up and down the field a little bit. They're a good team.
They are.
Even when you're a good defense, good offenses are going to move the ball against you. You just got to make key plays, or you got to at least give me a half. And that brings me right back to the Detroit game. They gave us a half of shut down fucking football. If you give me a half of shutdown football, you'll probably win any game, bro. A whole half of shutdown football, you could do it at the beginning and win the game early, or you could do it at the end and win the game late. Detroit just showed that on Sunday Night Football.
They did that.
And they came out and rocked it. They wasn't happy with themselves. They gave up 23 points in the first half. That's shitty. And people was like, all right, well, maybe Detroit's just taking the night off. Maybe they're not focused. Nah. Maybe they wasn't focused for a half. But I was ready to call you and say, man, look, man, the Lions ain't as mighty as we thought they was. Cause we both bragging on the Lions. But they came out and proved it, bro. It's on you.
Alright. Yo, the thing that killed me is when I went back and I looked at the stats, like, wait, what? Jared Goff?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Your norm right there for Jared Goff.
Nah, that the first half, and boy, it was looking bad. I know exactly what you're talking about. I was thinking about that too. I wasn't watching it.
That's that Jared Goff, and I'm surprised that the head coach still stuck with him. He could have set him down, but he didn't.
Oh, hell no, you ain't sitting Jared Goff down.
Oh, I know. But still.
But 5 interceptions is a lot of interceptions, though.
That part. But he should have said, I'm going to sit you down, you're having a bad game right now. But he said, nah, fuck that shit, we're going to run with you.
True.
We're going to get you. We're going to run with you.
And that's the type of personality that coach got, man. He'll go for that shit on 4th down. Like, fuck it. We just going to run with it.
You know something that when you was talking about that Pittsburgh, we're talking about Mike Tomlin, right?
Right.
That's the same thing with what is that head coach's name? Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell. Yeah. Okay, I'm listening.
All right. So he was a tight end. Well, he's a defensive-minded coach, but he was a tight end.
I don't know if he's defensive minded, but he's just tough. But go ahead.
Yeah, he played on special teams, so if you
Yeah, that's true.
Teams, you know you got both defensive line and the offensive line.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
He was a tight end. With that said in mind, I hate it for Detroit. I hate it for Detroit because they arguably got probably the best tight end right now in the NFL.
Right.
And I think he's hurt. He's questionable. I don't know what it was. He got something done with a fibula. Let me check that out right there. Let me see.
No, he played. I'm about to say, I thought I seen him in the game.
He got
Okay.
hurt in the game.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, all right. he could play
Said he
in
had.
that game.
Okay.
Yeah. He
I-
got hurt in the game.
Right.
Dude is a monster, though. He's a monster.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
a day to day with a shoulder injury.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what makes that's what makes them a dominant team, bro.
Oh
And He
yeah.
got a shoulder. If he's got a shoulder injury, he would not be in the play for like blocking or anything like that. He's only definitely gonna be in there for like a wide receiver.
Nah.
So
He gonna play.
No, he'll come off the line like a tight end. He'll do a little chip block and then go out and get the
Yeah.
Not anything that's to sit there and really put a lot of pressure or hurt on his shoulder. But I'm honestly thinking he'll still play. As
Yeah.
long as the man got his legs is still turning and his arms can reach out and grab the ball, you'll see an effect. But I guarantee you, he'll be back Sunday to play. So yeah. Then you got Amon St. Brown. Amonra St. Brown.
It's was it Amon St. Brown.
But it was Amonra.
Yeah. But go
I'm
ahead.
talking about his whole name.
Amon Ra. Oh, that Ra. Yeah, the Ra means son.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's Egyptian.
For sure.
Yeah. So it's Iman. And then they got the Lions are scary. The whole NFC East, the top tier teams in the NFC East, you can't make it up. You want to say, all right, if the season ended now, you got the Eagles, you got the Lions, and then you have the 49ers.
Yeah.
No, not the 49ers.
No.
But, yeah,
You making a point there, but go ahead.
just looking at the teams now that they, and health wise, let me pull this back up because I want to make sure I said this right. I don't want to be lying. In the NFC conference.
And while you look that up, the funny thing about it, that's what I was like. Once you look at the NFC, everybody's creeping up on the Lions. Good as the Lions is, you got the Eagles getting their form back with only 2 losses, and you got the San Francisco 49ers getting their form back too.
That part.
Mm-hmm. Both of those teams were very unhealthy at the beginning of the season. And we all knew that the NFC was their division. Even though the Lions been around for a while, these are the 2 teams that actually been somewhere. You know what I mean? Been to Super Bowls. Even though they've been losing them only to the Chiefs, of course, but still. The Lions ain't been to the Super Bowl yet. So for real, this is Eagles and San Francisco's division to lose. I mean, conference to lose, not division, but conference. You know what I mean? So, but right now, they creeping up on Detroit. Detroit can't play like that against the Eagles and against San Francisco. They can't do it. They can't play like that offensively against those dudes like they did that first half of the Texans game. But I'm listening to you. What was you looking at?
Oh, I'm looking at. I'm looking at that matchup going down the road.
Yeah, but like I said, and then you also got.
God, they got an easy schedule except for the Packers, and then the Bills. But then it's like it goes back to that division. Then they got the 49ers. Ooh, December 30th.
Right.
Interesting.
So you're talking about the Lions still, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at the matchup because I think.
All right, well, say the match. Say it. Say what is it? Say it.
No, they might. Yo. All right, so they got the 49ers on the schedule. If they beat the 49ers in that December 30th game, right, then that right there will showcase that, okay, so the 49ers might not be the team that'll make it back to the NFC conference game.
Right.
So 9 times out of 10, the Lions will most likely make it to the NFC conference game. But who would they play against? It's going to have to be somebody that's suspect.
Why?
And we probably already talked about them, but they already got to play. The NFC West gonna fuck itself. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna really fuck themselves. Ooh, bruh, that can be crazy, but it's possible it could happen.
What are you talking about? Could happen.
Oh no, I'm saying that the Lions will play the Eagles in the NFC championship game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. If I break it all down, that's what it would be. It would be the Eagles playing the Lions in the NFC championship game.
How can you tell that now?
Huh?
How can you tell that now?
Yeah.
You ain't explaining yourself. You just saying Eagles and Lions in the championship game. That's your prediction? Is that what you're saying?
I can see that being a prediction.
Of course, it is a prediction.
That's what you.
It's two of the best teams. It's two of the best teams of the conference. We just said that. A lot of people think the Eagles are better than the Lions. I've seen a lot of that on TV today, and that surprised me. But they had points though. They had points. They were saying that the Eagles is more talented offensively, player-wise, at positions.
I don't think so.
Hey, I feel you. I really wasn't agreeing with all that either. I really wasn't.
The Lions are way more better team than my Philadelphia Eagles. I tell you that.
Because I feel like the Eagles is dope at running back. Of course, Saquon Barkley's the man, but he's one guy. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, that's two motherfuckers coming at your ass.
That part. Then
So
they got a mirror at wide receiver.
Did they got what?
They got mirror images at wide receiver.
I think that's where the Eagles win at though. But go ahead, I'm listening. You think they mirror at wide receiver?
I think they got mirror images.
Okay, you got Amon-Ra St. Brown.
You got
And who you compare him to AJ Brown, right?
Actually,
Spit it out.
he can be compared to the both of them.
It don't matter. So who you comparing the other one to?
Don't they got Mike Williams?
Huh?
Don't they got Mike Williams?
No, Jason Williams. I know you talking about Jamison Williams. He ain't messing with them two though. Either one. He ain't no AJ Brown or no Devontae Smith.
They you can match them up to both of them. That's really what I'm trying to say. Amon St. Brown and then Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. The Eagles got a little bit more.
At wide receiver. But
Yeah, a little bit more.
passing game, if you just want to look at passing games in a whole, that the Detroit's passing game is nice.
Right.
It's pretty even to the Eagles' passing game. They got more talent for the Eagles, maybe, but like you said, Hawkinson's probably better than what's that? Goddard. Goddard's the man too, though, but he ain't better than Laporta.
No. Motherfucker, man. That's the best tight end right now in the NFL. I ain't gonna say Hawkinson is. I'd say Daniel. Sam Laporta is the top tight end in the league right now. You be out there playing like Greg. Oates. I'm sorry. And what you got? It is. And then after that, it's probably like T.J. Hawkinson.
It don't even matter who's next. I feel you though. I mean, we saying that the Eagles ain't that much better. Now, whose defense is better? Eagles or the Lions?
The Eagles' defense is just now starting to come together.
Okay.
But the one thing about and the Lions, right?
Right.
Now, no, never mind. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong thing to say.
It don't. Oh, you say wrong thing to say.
Their defense is pretty good, and they're getting back healthy.
Okay.
They really are. They really are getting back healthy, and Detroit just will have to ball out, and in order to really win it all. And they down their number one defensive player.
Whose defense is better?
I'd say right now the Eagles' defense is gelling, so I'd run with them. But
Yeah.
they'll be back in the Super Bowl. They'll be back in the Super Bowl. They really.
They are?
Because they'll. Yeah, I can. If they stay healthy and the players the way they're playing, they're gonna be like the Denver Broncos with John.
So hold on. You telling me the Eagles is better than the Giants right now?
Hmm?
I mean, the Eagles is better than the Lions right now. They're a better team than the Lions.
They are.
They meet up in the playoffs. The Eagles is beating the Lions right now. You got the Eagles.
Like, you know the way. All right, so okay.
I just want to know if you're giving up on your mighty Lions right now, because that's what it sounds like.
I take everything that I said back because I was flipping on something that you just mentioned.
Mhm.
Now, and this is how the way you flipped it, right?
Right.
And they just flipped it perfectly. Now I'm gonna put it together and break it all down for you. They are both mirror teams.
Mm-hmm.
They are both mirror teams. You can't say this team, they stay healthy, right? Both of them stay healthy, make it all the way to the playoffs, right? All the way to the NFC Championship game. If I'm going to have to sit back and say, what would really, because the breakup is like this right here. Alright, so the two key players on both teams that's the mirror images, you got Amon St. Brown, and then you got Saquon Barkley. So you got one wide receiver, so you got one running back, right?
Right.
Alright, so the Detroit Lions got two running backs, but the Philadelphia Eagles got two wide receivers.
True.
So when you're looking at that, if we break down, like seeing you got the mirror team, who it would really come out to, it would be the quarterback play.
Okay, I'm listening.
like
That's what's up. Right.
I like Jared Goff. He's kind of a passer, but after this last game, I'm not feeling it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yes, the Texans got off to a huge start, you know, because of the legs of, what's the quarterback's name? Anyway, it was all his legs.
Yeah.
And you already know how Jalen Hurts is.
Right.
Jalen Hurts, you can go back, if you ain't see that motherfucker daggone truck the daggone, he trucked the daggone.
Oh, I seen it.
He was like a running back. So that's the scary factor for the Eagles that would make them probably better. So, but if the Lions get out into an early lead,
Yeah.
that's the problem and downfall with the Eagles. They're not going to be able to catch back up
You think?
because we saw it already in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They was up in the head and shit. He couldn't come back. So when Jalen Hurts is down and behind, he's not really a good quarterback in coming back. And neither is Jared Goff.
Alright, hey. Alright, hey.
One last,
Go ahead, I'm listening.
before we get off, one thing, but I got to go back to one particular game. I got to go back to the Giants-Panthers game.
No, we good.
We really
You good. Go ahead. Yeah, jump back.
Yeah, we really didn't break it down like the way I saw it. But I went back and I looked at the video just about an hour before you called me, and I was sitting there listening to what I said about that game. The funny thing about it is I didn't say this,
True.
that we had a lot of players that we traded and got rid of that ended up playing for the Giants. So they was out there. For
Okay.
instance,
Burns.
Bryce Young. Bryce Young only had 1 sack on him, and that was from Brian Burns.
Mm-hmm.
Was from Carolina that we traded to them.
True story.
And then the thing that killed it and helped Carolina win was the fact is that the Giants had Brian motherfucking Gennaro. Oh my God. And he missed a field goal, a key field goal. And the Giants could have won that game in overtime.
Right.
No, not in overtime. But at the end of the game,
I get what you're saying.
he missed the field goal.
Right.
You know, Graham Gano was the one that missed the field goal for Carolina when we went to the Super Bowl with Cam Newton. And he couldn't kick a field goal to win it for his team against his old former team.
True.
That was funny. That's all I was thinking. I was like, damn, I noticed that. He's still missing these damn needed kicks at the end of the damn game.
No doubt. But yeah, that was a look. But look though,
Yes, sir.
real quick, we're gonna go through the team, through the stat leaders, bro. Because it's the end of the week, you know what I mean? All the stats is in, all the stats is solid. We'll look at the stat leaders and see if we see a couple surprises up in here, man. Because I definitely do. First of all, passing yards. Number 1, Joe Burrow. Number 2, Joe Burrow. Let me go over the numbers. Joe Burrow with 2,672 yards. Lamar Jackson sitting at number 2 with 2,669. So what? What's that? 3 yards behind Joe Burrow. That's pretty decent for Lamar Jackson, bro. For real talk. That's a shout out to Lamar Jackson right there. Number 3, Kirk Cousins sitting at 2,634 yards. Number 4, this guy was leading it for a long time, but Geno Smith is finally in 4th place with 2,560 yards. And rounded up the top 5 is Baker Mayfield, man, with 2,505 yards. Much respect to Baker Mayfield. He don't got his top 2 weapons, and he's still balling, man. All right. Top 5 rushing. Look. Never mind. Hold on. We're going to stop right there. You got anything to say about that list?
But I ain't got nothing to say about that. But absolutely right.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, it's absolutely right. It's stats. But, I mean, yeah. I mean, who you think who's a surprise in that top 5 right now to you? If you had to pick a surprise guy that's in there, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Kirk Cousins, Geno Smith, Baker Mayfield.
None of them.
None of them.
They're all right there. None of them surprised. I think Kirk.
You know who? You know what the bigger surprise is though? Who's not on the list? No Patrick Mahomes, no Josh Allen.
Ain't got no damn yards.
Nope.
And Brock Purdy probably like 6 or 7.
He might be. I can take a look. Hold up.
Probably right behind. But shit, Jared Goff, he ain't got a lot of completion. Cause they're more running games than they are passing games.
You right on it. Brock Purdy 6. C.J. Stroud is 7. Josh Allen is 8. Matt Stafford is 9. Shit, Aaron Rodgers is 10. And everybody else is behind him. Patrick Mahomes at 11, man. I'm stopping right there. But yeah, bruh.
Back again?
Huh?
Run that back again?
All right, hold up. Hold on. All right. Okay, so like you said, Brock Purdy's right behind Baker Mayfield. That's 6. You said probably about 7. He's at 6. C.J. Stroud's at 7. Josh Allen's at 8. Matthew Stafford's at 9. And Aaron Rodgers at 10.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. You don't get to Patrick Mahomes till number 11. Jared Goff is 14. Any other notable names? Jalen Hurts. He ain't really trying to throw for a whole bunch of yards, but he's sitting at 19. And that's about right. That's
it.
Pretty different this year, though, man. Pretty different. But, you know, the winning teams, they ain't looking like for a whole bunch of yards. You know what I mean? But, I mean, every team in the top 5 got a winning record, though. All these teams, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Kirk Cousins, Geno Smith, Baker Mayfield, I think they might have a losing record by now. But anyway, they were decent. Anyway, rushing. Of course, Derrick Henry sitting at number 1. Derrick Henry done had a touchdown in every game this year. You think he got a chance to go for a touchdown in every game this year?
Yeah.
He does. I think he's going to do
He
it.
does.
I think he's going to do it. I would put some money on it if somebody could find a bet. There was the whole point of bringing him here to we get in the red zone, score the fucking ball, and he's doing it every single fucking game. He already broke the record, and he's just going to keep extending it. So, like I said, number 1, Derrick Henry. What'd you say?
Look at his backup running back.
Yeah, what that got? What you saying? Look at him. What you saying?
His backup running back is the quarterback.
Oh yeah. Okay, I feel you on that. Right.
Is going off. Continue.
For sure. All right, number 2, of course, sitting there, Saquon Barkley. First of all, Derrick Henry got 1,120 yards. Saquon Barkley sitting there with 991 yards. My man, your man, sitting at number 3, Chuba Hubbard with 818 yards. Yeah. Yeah, Chuba Hubbard been balling all year. He been in his top 5 all year. He was 5, now he's 3. He had 150. That's what you didn't talk about in that game. Well, I talked about it a little bit. 153 yards, man. If he can keep doing that, I'm telling you, Chuba Hubbard is keeping. He looks like he's going to keep Carolina out of another number 1 pick, man. I see Carolina going up from here. The arrow is pointing up. But anyway, off of that, number 4, Josh Jacobs with 762 yards. And at number 5, another little bit of surprise, Bijan Robinson sitting at 748 yards. Anybody surprised? I mean, it's obvious who the surprise is, right?
You said number 4.
Josh Jacobs out in Green Bay.
Alright. Okay. That sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, but it's obvious that Chuba Hubbard is the surprise in this thing. I mean, nobody. Me and you knew both he was good running backs, but I mean, if you had to pick a surprise out of these 5 guys, he got to be it. He's the smallest name in this group.
Yeah.
He's the smallest game in this group. I mean, not game, but smallest name in this group for sure. But he's balling out, man, for sure. Chuba Hubbard's the man right now.
Yeah, he is that.
All right, so did they pay him a couple dollars?
Yeah, no, they gave him a 4-year extension for like $40 million.
Yeah, they got rid of all the other running backs because what y'all had, Deontay Foreman, right? Or not Deontay, it was a Dante Foreman.
Yeah,
And everybody was liking him. Everybody was pissed off. I remember paying attention to the Carolina fans in the chat.
They drafted another running back in this past year. This past season, you already had picked him up in another fantasy league.
Yeah, he ain't getting in there no more. He gonna get the ball a little bit though.
No, Miles Sanders is hurt, so he's about to be ready to be out.
That's what I'm saying. He gonna get the ball a little bit, but Chuba Hubbard's the starter at this point. He ain't going back from that, I don't think.
That dude ain't gonna be the starter.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. All right,
He was the man, though.
receiving. My boy Jamar Chase done took over, baby. Number 1, Jamar Chase. What he had, 260-something yards in one game?
Mm-hmm.
He got Jamar Chase sitting there with 981 yards. Justin Jefferson sitting there with 831 yards. Terry McLaurin with 711 yards. Garrett Wilson with 704 in 4th place. And in 5th place, you got Zay Flowers sitting up there with 688 yards. Now, anybody in there that surprised you? Or maybe some guys that ain't in there surprised you?
That boy Zay Flowers.
That boy Zay Flowers. That's what I was thinking. He's stepping it up. Sophomore season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's the reason why Deontay Johnson ain't getting shit. And then on top of that, since before Johnson even got there, Mark Andrews' numbers have went down tremendously because he already knew for years that was Mark Andrews. I mean, that was Lamar Jackson when we go-to guy.
True story.
I'm telling you. So They Flowers is a surprising one to me. The other ones, Terry McLaurin, yeah, he's showing out for
Yeah, Washington. He finally got him a quarterback.
Right, he's great. They good. He gonna show out for a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
He good. And then Jamar Chase is the reason why the quarterback is number one with passing, because he's doing everything after he's doing all the yak.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Adding them. Appreciate the numbers. Yeah.
True story. True story.
Yeah.
And you know, I wasn't gonna keep going with the receivers yards, but I gotta say who number 6 is, bro. Darnell Mooney for the Atlanta Falcons is sitting at number 6 with 684 yards, bro. Now I do be seeing him in the highlights getting busy. I like the Darnell Mooney. He was playing with Justin Fields out there in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Believe him right on that. He was always real fast. Always real fast. He'd drop a ball here and there. It's always real fast, man. And look, sitting at number 6, man, before CeeDee Lamb at 7. Drake London sitting at number 8. So Kirk Cousins got 2 receivers up in the top 10. George Pickens at number 9 and Jayden Reed following that up at number 10, bruh. I mean, other notables, I gotta say, sitting at 13, Brock Bowers, the first tight end on the list, man, with 580 yards. That's crazy. Coming out of Georgia, that freshman rookie.
Right.
Sitting there, tight end in the top 20 in receiving yards. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, he's nice with it. But let me see. They got receptions on here? They don't got receptions on here. I don't know why. Oh, hold on. Here they go. Let's check the receptions out. Who got the most receptions, though? Okay, still Jamar Chase with 66 receptions. Oh, where'd it go? Jamar Chase with 66 receptions. Garrett Wilson with 65. Ooh, number 3, Malik Neighbors. And Travis Kelce got 60 at number 4. Then CeeDee Lamb, we got 59, man. That's the top 5 in catches, though. So it switches up a little bit. That tells you, you know, your boy Jamar Chase, he's doing everything, bruh.
He really is, bro.
Beasting out. You know that was my first pick of the draft.
Man, when I went to
It's paying off.
Game, bruh, if I saw the dang D-back went over there and just threw his shoulder in him, he bounced on and busted for like 80 fucking yards.
Yeah, he big as hell.
No, it was like 60. But I was like, damn. And it was on a 3rd down play.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, I can't make this up. That man's a monster.
No
That's
doubt.
why I saw him on his jersey. Because he's a monster.
No doubt. Let's move to the defensive side real quick. You know what I mean? Tackles. You already know who number 1 is. Go ahead. Let's go ahead and say it. You already know who number 1 is. Come on, man. You be watching this shit every week. He's on your fantasy squad, dog. Zaire Franklin been on your fantasy squad for what, 3 years now?
Yeah.
Still doing his motherfucking thing. Number 2, a safety, Buda Baker, man. That's not really good, I guess. But, I mean, they've been playing well, though. So, hey, maybe he's just up in the box getting busy, man. Buda Baker, man, looking at Arizona Falcons. Arizona Cardinals. Nice, man. All right, you got Nick Cross for the Colts, too, at 98. Roquan Smith slid all the way down to 97. He was number 1. And then you got Jermaine Sherwood for the Jets. Sitting on that with 97 tackles, bro. All right, moving on after that. Sacks. Trey Hendrickson from Cincinnati got 11 sacks. Number 2, Dexter Lawrence with 9 sacks. Dante Fowler had about 3 sacks versus Steelers, so he done moved up the list real quick. He's at 8.5. Will McDonald for the Jets got 8 sacks. And Aiden Hutchinson still sitting up there with 7.5. He was beasting the fuck out, dog. That's crazy. He got hurt, what, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And had 7.5 sacks. That's crazy. All right, picks. Xavier McKinney keep getting them motherfucking picks, man. He's sitting there with number 6. That's a lot of picks right now.
Right.
He looked like he about to get 8 or 9 interceptions for the season for Green Bay. But Kirby Joseph, also with Detroit, got 6 interceptions. I think he had 2 the other night against the Texans. That's kind of what made them come back. He had 2 interceptions against the Texans and played a big part in that. Anyway, number 3, Marlon Humphreys are for Baltimore. Then Byron Murphy they both tied for 3. All these guys tied for 3 with 4 interceptions. Marlon Humphrey, Byron Murphy Jr. from Minnesota, and Jalen McCullough out for the LA Rams. I don't even think I know him. But yeah, man, that's it, bruh.
Yes, indeed.
That's it. Hey, it's definitely going down this year, man. Definitely going down this year. Definitely going. It's like I said at the beginning of the show. It's getting chilly outside. It's time to play some football, baby.
Time to play some football.
For sure. But hey, man, I appreciate the call. You know that, Whit. Appreciate you going live with it, brother.
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to Thursday to break down these new games coming up. We got
some good matchups.
Man, we got every week. Seem like you get better. You know, and the pick'em though. You know I got you on pick'em this week though, right?
Oh.
You know I got you by 1 game, even though we pretty much picked all the same games, except for the last game. I got you in that. You had the Rams, right? You do remember that?
Yeah.
All right, so I beat you better. We both lost to Chicago. We only lost 2 games though. Whoa, no, you lost 2 games. I think I only lost 1.
Yeah.
I think I only lost 1. Chicago. It was Chicago.
Huh?
We both lost the Chicago game. Chicago lost to the Patriots.
Yeah. Didn't expect that.
But I got the Dolphins. The Dolphins played well though, for real, man. They held the Rams down to 15 points. We both thought the Rams was a decent offense. They held them down to 15 points and put up 23. Hey, I think the Dolphins one of them sleeper teams don't nobody want to play since Tua's back. You ask me.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But all right, we'll get to that next week once we look at them games, bruh. Hey, appreciate it, bruh. You already know. And you know what it is. The underground, baby.
The underground.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the underground. It's the underground. It's the underground. It's the underground. You better pass. You better run. And that's your ass. Or you done. It's the underground. It's the underground. Yeah, it's the underground. It's the underground. You better pass. You better run. And that's your ass. Or you done. Move 6. First down. You better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it, 4th down, couldn't reach it, man, swore about to lose it, go hand and face the beauty, purple court, he still lost, Pentecost to beat the ball, turn the motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run,